we'll get us live on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Happy June 2nd. We are halfway through the year already. That is wild. That is absolutely insane. Hope you guys all had a great start to your trading year. If you're not green now, hopefully we're able to flip that around come halfway point. Welcome. I see some new faces in here. Just want to say what's going on. Hey, what's going on, Luca? Hello and welcome to the community. If you got any questions, please feel free to shoot me a message. I only have one Discord account, so I will not message you first. This is my only Discord account, so this would be where it's coming from. You could always add this account and message me so you don't lose it. And let's get into some price levels, get in some supply and demand, some trade setups we're looking for, and then some. So we'll start on our daily.
Hey everyone!
Hey, what's going on, Constant Trader?
All good in Potato Land?
Awesome. Tell me the timing of... Oh, Luca, just so you know, the timing of the pre-markets, I usually start at 8:30. I do apologize if running a few minutes late this morning. And Signet goes live at 7:30. So he goes like 7:30 to about 8:30. I get on 8:30 and run till about 10:30, 11. I do a pre-market and then live stream. Alright, so let's get rid of these 1s and 2s. Those were the levels and zones from yesterday. Get rid of that open price. We no longer need that. Find our previous day low, previous day high. And now something I'm going to note right away, guys, is I see we took out previous day low on Thursday. So we took out Wednesday's low, and then we pulled back within that range. Then guess what happened the following day? Friday, same thing. It broke that previous day's low, traded back within its range, and then it turned green on the day. So when I like to do my analysis, do my charting, higher time frame analysis, whatever time frame I'm on, right now we're on the daily, I would look for this pattern to continue. So this previous day low down here, I would want to see if maybe we have a demand zone under it that might hold, or what the case may be, because I know that a lot of retail will try to take a previous day low breakout to the downside. And I know a lot of retail 90% of the time is wrong, so let's see if we could inverse them, right? Let's see, 15 minutes, so we could go from the daily to the 6 hour. Now, we're not going to see anything on the 6 hour because we've been very range bound the past 2 days. We can go to the 4 hour now. See if we have anything here. I don't see anything too crazy. I do see a little bit of a 4 hour basing candle right here. We also had, look at this, guys. This was a 4 hour supply zone, now demand. Where are my favorites? There they are. So we have, this was our supply zone, or order block really, because we have our basing, then we have our strong impulse move lower, and it did not have continuation. For it to be a supply or demand zone that I like to look for, it needs to have that continuation lower. Let's see. With that being said, we will see. We'll see if there's any other time frame zone in this area here. I see, I had this area marked out, and I believe that was an hourly fair value gap, actually. So that's still an imbalance. In fact, it was hit. So I am going to go back to that 4 hour, guys, and I'm going to mark this range out. I'm going to mark this out as our demand zone. Mark it green. This is going to be...
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what's up?
Does this look for you like a head and shoulders, this whole formation? Like when you have it like this right now, when I look at it, it looks like, you know, we have this head in the middle, then left shoulder, now this maybe right shoulder, and then just going the way downwards.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't like head and shoulders patterns because they're all over a chart, and I don't know, I'm just not a fan of them. They've been a little too inconsistent, in my opinion, but yeah, technically, I suppose, right? But we also have another head and shoulders right here, an inverse head and shoulders. And that took us higher. So now we have another one bringing us lower. But I don't like head and shoulders. I'd much rather just trade our support and resistance. That gives us actual price levels. Head and shoulders gives us areas of interest, ranges, and they could be subjective. But
all right, thanks.
It is there. Listen.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it is there, and as traders, we have to be able to do things that others won't. Now, just because I don't like a head and shoulders doesn't mean you shouldn't. I know tons of traders, I'm pretty sure, obviously, a lot of you use head and shoulders, assuming because Jeremy was. Great.
Yeah.
it's okay. It's listen, if it works
Yeah,
for you guys,
just visually I thought it looks like, because it looks like this this we have this kind of tree, it goes in steps, like on the left
yeah,
upwards, and then now it goes like in those the same steps downwards. So that's why I thought,
yeah.
and also because there are some I think there are also some gaps on still not closed, right?
What's that?
And I think there are also some gaps not closed, right? On the way up. I think there were some gap ups, right?
Yeah, let's see.
Like from uh
Right here,
like
maybe.
from one day to another. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Friday to Sunday we have a small gap right there. But yeah, so let's get into that then. See, now that's more price analysis. Let's get into some analysis. Good question on the head and shoulders, though. I'm not too interested in those. I'd much rather play volume and price levels instead of a head and shoulders pattern.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But if head and shoulders lines up with the price level, definitely go for it. But let's do our analysis now. So this 1 hour demand zone I'm looking at right here, this was a strong area of support. 1, 2, 3, 4 times until we finally broke it yesterday, only briefly. We broke it, then we reversed at that next area below. Now, I sort of believe that we're probably going to find our way lower one more time this morning before we find a reversal back higher. Yo, what's going on? GG on YouTube asks, what's the indicator that gives you the previous day high, low, and demand supply zone? So I don't use any indicators, guys. No indicators. These are all drawings I'm placing on the chart myself. So whenever I start my day, do a pre-market analysis. I start on daily time frame. I have previous day high and previous day low. I drag those to the recent days. Here's previous day low, previous day high. What's going on, Kev? Good morning. Now, I see, again, I mentioned earlier, I'll say one more time for people who are just joining. We took out previous day low the past couple days and were able to trade back within the range. But the difference with yesterday is once we took out that previous day low right here, because look, this was now, let's say this is Friday, we're on Friday. We took out Thursday's low, and then we reversed, and then we closed green on the day. So what I'd like to see is if we could take out now our previous day low from yesterday and find some area to reverse back higher, right? So that's my trade plan for today that I'm looking for. Number one that I'm looking for on ES is a break of that previous day low and find some support in a demand zone. We're going to look for longs if it presents itself. Now, if sellers are more active and have more strength, we could always look at Bookmap as well to get an idea. Then we'll be more patient. We'll let something develop, and we might be able to take a short position targeting that previous day low, right? Because something else we could look at is that we've broken previous day low now 2 days in a row, so we could look for that streak to continue. We see that we broke previous day low here 1, 2, 3 times. Previous day low here 1, 2, 3 times. So it seems like it tries to trend that 3 times breaking that previous day low. We always want to look for that continuation. We're better off trading with the trend than against it. What's going on, YouTube guys? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys all had a great weekend, man. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Feels like Tuesday. Why does it feel like Tuesday today? All right, guys, here we go. 30-minute time frame. So again, I had this hourly demand right here that I was keeping because we only broke it yesterday briefly, but part of me wasn't too sure about keeping it because if it is a proper demand zone, we're not going to break it at all. We broke it yesterday for a little bit, but when I come to a 30-minute time frame, I do see we have a new demand zone that formed right here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to delete this area, and I'm going to keep this as a key level, and what we could do is we come to the color of it, fade it out a little bit so it's not as obvious on our chart, because it is still a valid key level, guys. Look at how price reacted to it yesterday. The 58.90, we'll call it 58.90 even instead of 58.91. 58.90, very strong level. We based on it yesterday before market opened, and then when market opened, and then even last night it was a support area, and now it was a resistance, and now we're back above it, could be support. So that's a pretty solid key level I would look for. I'd much rather see if we can make our way back to the 58.71. We could check Bookmap for that too. Let's see if Bookmap has any passive orders. I see, look at this, 58.75, 99 lots, 75. That's below my key level, right above my demand zone, so I will be looking to see if we could dip through into that, try to find a reversal at demand and back above this passive buyer. And if we can make our way back above that passive buyer after dipping into demand, I'll take the long entry, put my stop loss at that recent dip we just made, maybe at 2 points, and look to target 10 to 15. So that's what we'll look for on the ES today, if we could get that nice dip to 58.71. We could mark out our opening price today too, just so we can keep an eye. Open, high, low. Yep, Root, that's a good point. If you are looking for an indicator for previous day high and low, if you just look up open, high, low, close, OHLC on TradingView, it should give you that option. There should be an indicator there for you. So let's mark, this is our open price, and we're trading right on the open price right now. But yeah, come up to indicators. You could do PDHL, previous day high and low, this one. You could do open, high, low, close. That's a good one too, because then it gives you the open price of today, the close price of yesterday, the high and low of yesterday. I think it gives you the open of yesterday as well. But it depends, of course, on the indicator. And you guys could also use like GPT or an AI to help code an indicator for TradingView. So this is ES. That's our rundown on ES today. Looking for longs. I like that 58.71. Let's take a quick look at the NASDAQ. Oh, we could look at almost forgot our footprint. So here's our 45-minute from, our weekly volume profile from last Sunday. So this is last week's. And we see from last week's volume profile, before I move it, it's a P shape. So that's sort of a bearish sentiment. But we also see it's been very, very consolidated at this point between this supply zone and this demand zone. So something I would note with this volume profile and with my supply and demand zones is, check it out. We have low volume in demand. We have lower volume in supply. These are areas I'd look to short the range, to go long on the range. So we can mark these out. This would be area number 2, because I don't think we're going to come up to that one first. I'd like to see us push lower first. And then area 1. And that's what we're going to be looking for today, right? 1 and 2. We have our volume profile there. Let's see. Inputs, style. And guys, this blue line we see, that's got the little dots on it now. This is our volume area, right? This is our developing volume area. High, volume area low. So this is where 70% of the volume was traded. Let me get back in there. Volume area, developing VA. Lower that a little bit. Don't need it that bright. Awesome. Again, this is sort of what I'm looking for on ES today, if we can, right? Longs in demand, shorts in supply. That's using previous week's volume profile. Can mark that out. And we could also do our write-up with that too. What's going on, YouTube, guys? Hope you guys are doing good today. Ready for a great trading day. Markets open in less than 30 minutes. Let's see. Let's do our write-up.
Can you also take a look at NASDAQ?
Yes, I'm going to do NASDAQ as soon as we're done here with ES. We'll do NASDAQ.
Okay.
We'll hop on some gold. Oh, yeah. We're going to find the best setups we got today. All right, so watch list real quick. I'm just posting this in our Discord community here. Half a second, scroll that down. All right, so ES, S&P. And that would also be, guys, if you're trading like SPY or SPX options. So what happened last week, right? I always like to give some type of input, some type of brief about these descriptions. What happened last week? Well, let's look at our daily time frame. Well, it looks like we were very range bound last week. Tuesday was our Monday. And then since then, it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it was just extremely range bound. Buyers failed to take us higher. Sellers failed to continue to bring us lower. So that's something I'm going to note. Last week, there was a lot of indecision in the market. Last week, markets were extremely range bound, period. Due to all of the uncertainty around tariffs, we might look to see if gold has a good trade setup, period. Other than that, I'd like to see if ES can find support in demand near the lows. Where was it? 58.70. And we won't do write-ups on everything, guys. We'll just do the write-ups on the ES now, and then we'll get into NASDAQ gold. And once we're trading, we'll pull up Bookmap on the left-hand side over here. We'll really get cooking. Support at or resistance at supply. And that's at 59.32. At 59.32. And that's also, guys, previous day high. Check this out now. Previous day high is right here at 59.32. We have our supply zone at 59.34. We break that previous day high and buyers start to fail, sellers start to step in, whatever the case may be. I'm going to take a short position off of the supply zone, looking that people are going to be taking that previous day high break. Now, if we break through this supply zone with strength, then I'm going to flip my narrative. I'm going to say, okay, well, because we were able to break it with such strength, this was an area of low volume. I might want to look to see if, okay, does this have low volume again here? Let's look at our daily volume profile. Okay, well, obviously it's going to have low volume. We haven't even traded up there yet. But the point being, this would be our supply zone. We'd look for shorts, previous day high break, rejection lower. If we're able to break above it with strength, I'll look for a new imbalance around 59.40, look for a retest and target 59.60. So that's ES, supply at 59.34, right above previous day high at 59.32. Last week markets. Okay, so let's see. Now, let's check NASDAQ. We'll run to NAS because we know people are looking for it. And we'll start with our daily. Same breakdown as ES, right, guys? Previous day high, previous day low. Where are price levels? How are we reacting? How did last week trade? If last week traded range bound, then I should expect range until proven otherwise. So previous day lows have been taken out, been closing back within range. Previous day high was taken out, we reversed back lower. Previous day low is right here, previous day high is right here. Same thought process here. I'm looking for us to take that previous day low out and find some support down here. So let's see if we have any demand zones that might be valid. Well, I see the same 4-hour basing area right here, so we'll mark that out. This blue zone looks like it was a broken supply or demand at some point. Pretty good key level. I'll keep it there. This demand zone we could break. This was broken. Check our 3-hour, just run through our time frames, make sure we're not missing anything. 3-hour supply zone up here. Nothing really down here. 2-hour. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing good. Ready for a great trading day, man. I know I am. Let the market open up, find itself. Okay, here we go. We have a 1-hour demand right here on NASDAQ we haven't tested at 20,842. Now, that would call for a 420-point pullback. I don't think that's possible. Plus, now, guys, this is great, right? I'm doing my analysis. I'm finding my levels ahead of time, but I'm also measuring out how far these moves are and being realistic with myself with how would I trade if we push that far down. If we were to sell off 400 points on the NASDAQ to that demand zone in the same singular trading session, I'd probably be a lot more bearish, right? Because if we just sold off 400 points, there has to be some type of selling pressure behind that. Wouldn't be expecting some type of reversal just because we're in an area of interest or demand. So with that being said, if we did have that big of a move to the downside, first off, I'd probably already be in shorts because of the market structure giving us a good trend. But regardless, I'd want to be patient. I like this area right here. That's the same area we marked out on the ES. It's between 21,050 and 20,930. So it's about an 80-point range. No, 930 to 80, 120-point range. All right, let's take a look at our 15-minute. Actually, let's go to our 30 first. Make sure we're not missing anything. See if there are any supply or demand zones that we're missing. Looking really for a supply zone up here. Delete this. Delete any old zones, anything not of interest. Are we doing US stock market, right? Yes. Luca, if you want message in, he's not in here anymore. All right. I think I lost Luca before. Alright, let's see. Where was I looking? 45-minute. I wanted to mark out this area right here. But my issue with this area is it's not that low of a volume shelf. 90-minute. But I'm looking to see if there are any other supply zones. I really don't have that much supply above us, which also tells me positively that if we're able to find some strength, we might be able to run up today. So I am going to mark this out as a supply, just so we have it as an area of interest, really. Because if we break this area of supply, I'll look for a retest and push higher. That's how I use my supply and demand zones. They are areas of interest. Supply until broken, demand until broken. Let's see, D, this is on the S45 minute time frame. S45. All right. Now let's also take our volume profile. This is NASDAQ now. Again, we're looking at last week's volume profile. And we see it's sort of like a P pattern where it's got low volume to the upside, a lot of volume to the downside. And that's usually a bearish pattern. It's just something to keep an eye on, be aware of. So let's drag this up. Let's bring this Actually, you know what? We'll delete this for now, and we'll keep it on the 15. Because on the 15, we're going to drag it to our daily volume profile. Alright, so there's our daily volume profile on NASDAQ. Really not giving us any proper information just yet, so we'll probably have to wait for the New York session to open and let markets either range or give us some type of trend and find those low volume nodes to enter on, or good areas of supply and demand to also hold. So this is NASDAQ, really not seeing much. You know what we can do though? I do see a demand zone right here on the 15. We have our basing with some follow through. So we're going to mark this out as demand. That was also in a key level. So something I might look for here, guys. Here we go. Something's really lining up. So on ES and NQ, something I might look for is divergence. What do I mean by that? Also, let's move this to 45 visibility. Take me away. Let's see. All right, so 15-minute demand down here in a key level, 21,130. We could check NASDAQ book map here, see if it's showing us anything down there. Now, what I was mentioning before, oh, here we go. 21,200. 21,200. I don't see anything near my 330 area. Nothing down there just yet. Now, what I was going to say was what I might look for is on the ES and NQ is divergence. I'll look to see if maybe ES wants to take out that previous day low and continue higher, and NASDAQ will hold demand, or vice versa, right? Where one of them holds demand, one of them breaks that previous day low. If they both move lower, though, and both try to hold demand, that can also be a good setup for a, what's it called? For a long position. Here we have some sell side liquidity sitting right here. Put this on the right. SSL, sell side liquidity. We have another one sitting right here on ES. So something I see on ES that we sort of saw last week too was we have this, what we saw on Friday really, was we had all this lower liquidity sitting right here, and then markets opened, and then we crashed right through it. Now, we sort of have that today in the sense that, check it out, we have stop hunts. Now, whenever we see these lower time frame pivots, guys, I don't want you to think of them as just lower time frame pivots. These are stop hunts. Stop orders are sitting at these pivots, so markets want to take them out. Well, range bound will take them all out, take out that lower zone, and then reverse back higher. That's what I'm looking for today. Going to be looking for longs or calls, SPY, QQQ, ES, NQ, whatever the case may be. But we'll take a look at equities too. Got to make sure equities are also trading directionally, and if they are range bound, we will most likely be patient. So let's take a look at our equities here on the 15-minute time frame. Looking back, this is where we're currently trading at. It's pre-market. Markets are not open yet. It is 9:14. Markets open in about 15 minutes. That's when we'll see some of the best trading activity. And let's see. So Meta is in its previous day's range. Microsoft's previous day's range. Tesla below its previous day low. Nvidia previous day's range. Amazon previous day's range. Apple previous day's range, guys. It seems like equities are going to be opening up range bound. Remember, it's Monday, and the past 3 trading sessions have all been range bound. So we should not be expecting a trend until proven otherwise, period. Now, how will we know when that trend proves us otherwise? Well, we're going to break out of one of these zones. We're going to have a directional break. We'll either break to the upside, we'll have a nice bull trend today, or we'll break to the downside and have a nice downtrend. If we fail to break out of either of these zones, we're most likely going to stay range bound around that 58.70 to about 59.30 on ES. Okay, let's see. This is our weighted index. I like to mark out the weighted index to get an idea of how that one is trading. The weighted index is a combination of Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, and AVGO. These are top 6 of the top 10 holdings. These aren't the top 6. These are 6 of the top 10 holdings, I should say. Alright guys, let's get our book map up here. Actually, let's check out gold. Because gold rallied overnight, I believe. Yeah, check that out on gold. So let's do our previous day high, previous day low. And remember guys, last week we were looking at gold saying it's trying to come off of these all-time highs. But it's very close to all-time highs. It was only about, at that point, it was only about 5%, less than 6% away. Now it's only about less than 5% away, gold from all-time highs, but it is range bound. So let's delete these. And something to also remember guys is when the markets are not doing good, there's uncertainty in the markets. That means the ES, the NQ, gold performs very well. So if ES and NQ remain range bound today, there remains uncertainty in the economy. I'm going to be looking for some gold longs. All right, 4 hour, let's see. We have this 4-hour supply. Excuse me. Goodness. And we have this 15-minute supply right here. Now I'm more interested in this 15 right here. Because this one worked as a supply zone once. Do I have to update it? No, it's alright. Once, twice, a few times. Now we're above it. I'd like to see if price can come reclaim it. And look at the low volume we have down here too, right in between. So we have this low volume range, and that lines up right with this broken supply zone. So that's what I'm going to be looking for, a retest of this 33.56 on gold. Now, do we have any economic data? That's so important. We have ISM manufacturing PMI today, guys, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock PMI, very important, 42 minutes. We'll want to be out of any trades at that point, because that could give us a volatile reaction. I'm hoping it gives us a strong move on gold to pull back into this zone for longs. Look at the 30-minute. We have a 30-minute fair value gap there as well, FEG. So we do have a few things lining up there on gold for possible longs. Mark this out. So that's what I'm looking for on gold, guys. Longs on gold. If markets remain uncertain and we're able to pull back to this supply zone. If we're able to find these longs, what we'll do is we'll find our entry in here. We'll be able to tighten up our stop loss. We'll probably bring our target down a little bit to be a bit more reasonable, but while we bring our stop loss up, that'll give us a better risk to reward on the trade. So this is the main trade. Then once markets trade into this area, I'll be able to refine my entry, maybe even get an entry deeper into the zone, whatever the case may be, to have a tighter stop loss and a better entry point. Boy, it's one of those Mondays, man. I'm gonna have to shake it off. Markets open in 10 minutes. YouTube guys, I want to make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I do appreciate it. It's free support. Do appreciate it. I'll keep the live stream going into the market open, and we'll catch some live trades, make some money today. Take a look at oil, which in my opinion has just been horrible. Let's take a look. Oil, man. Oh, look at this, guys. Oil's moving into the supply zone, into this broken daily demand. This, for anybody who's been following me, this daily demand zone on crude right here was a demand, now a supply between, is it 63.50 and 65? Major area right here, and it's been working as support for a long time. What's going on, Fairchild? Good morning. I was hoping to see you in here. We had support for a long time, very long time. Now we're below it. It's resistance once, twice, 3 times. Will it be 4 times today that we want to reject it back lower? Odds are definitely better that we want to close back lower. However, if we have good strength, we have some volume pickup, something comes in on oil today, then guess what? We could have a real strong move. We could continue. Do we have anything oil-wise today? Today's Monday. 10 o'clock, ISM, manufacturing. Though, pardon. So I'd like to see if oil wants to find some sells up here. Let's see oil on Bookmap here. Guys, what's going on YouTube? Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing well. I'm running some discounts, guys, so obviously Bullishbrs, join our community. I'll show you guys where and how. Real quick plug, Bullishbrs. Join me live every day, guys. Join our one-time monthly fee, only $500. And then you also, guys, just quick announcement to everybody in here on Bullishbrs. You do get 50% off your first one-on-one session. Just direct message me and I'll send you guys the private Bullishbrs discount. And that would be for my mentorship. Trading Pioneers, do some one-on-one mentors, teach you how to use Bookmap, Trading View, help you create your own trading strategy, your own system. I'm very key on helping people refine their system and stick to their rules and tips and tricks on how to stick to those rules. Let's see, ES, we're just range bound, not seeing much here. I wanted to see oil. Now, oil has been a no-trade zone for me for the longest time. I'm talking like months. Now, at this point, being at such a major area of resistance, seeing that we rejected this point before, I would be okay trying a short position given the right selling opportunity. I'm talking about a 15-minute maybe giving us a reversal candle, the 5-minute giving us a strong absorption on Bookmap, whatever the case may be. Alright, let's see. So, looking for oil right in the 63.90 area. We can pull up oil on Bookmap here. Look at that, 64.20. That is right in my supply zone, 64.20. I'm adding alerts all over the place up there. I do not want to miss that, 64.20. Something I would consider is even shorts around like 64.05. Stop loss above or near that 64.20, looking to see that that area wants to hold as resistance. 309 lots of sellers on crude oil is not a small order. CVD has been moving lower. That's our cumulative volume delta has been moving lower, even though we've been trading higher. I might look for some oil shorts. On the subway. Let's see. Market's open in 7 minutes. I'm telling you guys, I'm adding like so many alerts to this. I do not want to miss that. It's been a while since I've been excited for an oil trade, man. It's just been very range bound, very poor in price action. let's see. So we have our open price. We have where we are in ES. We have our demand zone. We have NASDAQ. We have our supply and demand. Really just waiting at this point now, guys, for markets to open, get some volume going, get some direction going. Are we headed towards demand near that sell side liquidity of 58.67? Or do we want to hold and make our way to supply around 59.32? Really looking for oil here to see if it wants to find sellers around the 64.20. We have a supply zone. Gold, I wanted to see us pull back to 63.56, but that would require us to pull back about 23 points on gold, which would be a pretty major pullback. And oil, looking to see if it could break through these key levels, notify the hell out of me, and we'll see if a short setup wants to present itself. If it doesn't, guys, the reason this is such a major level too is if a short position doesn't present itself here. Now, yes, of course, we can maybe break this demand zone and reject back lower after break the supply zone and reject back lower. But if oil can just storm right through 64.82, then I could see us flipping up to 65 and staying above 65 on oil for the first time since early April. Over 2 months. It's been a while. Got to get oil back up there. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. So that's what we're looking for. We'll see what oil wants to do. Market's open in 4.5 minutes. This is gold. This is ES. We're just waiting, guys. Waiting, sitting on our hands, being patient for the market to open. And we're hitting that YouTube like button. I want to help some of you guys kill it this week. I know Apex was running their sale, right? Because they just crossed 500,000 in payouts, which is absurd. Let's see. Apex. See if I can pull up their website. I'm sure they're not running any sales anymore. They ran a 90% back-to-back. Then they ran a 90% with an 80% off recurring. Yeah, look, they're back down to 71%. But look at that, 500 million in payouts. Apex, listen, as much as people want to talk down about it or are upset with Apex because of A, B, and C rules, they have outperformed and outpaid any other prop firm by far. Just something to consider. But yeah, let's get you guys funded this week, right? Anybody who's on an eval, let's get you guys some killer trades, get you guys funded. We'll be patient, we'll find some good A+ setups, and we'll wait. It's another week, which means another Futures Fever this Wednesday. You guys join me on Benzinga. I host Futures Fever with Peter Tuckman and David Green. Last week they were not able to show, but this week they should be there. 5905 has a lot of sellers on ES here, but remember guys, 5905, that is not near my supply zone, not near my demand zone. That is considered a middle of nowhere area. When I have a middle of nowhere area, I do not want to take any trades off that. If I get a strong passive seller like this in a supply zone, that's another story. Oil, look at that. Oil with that quick rejection right before supply. I would wait. Quite honestly, I'd wait for oil. I'd even set some alerts to the downside though, because we are rejecting this green zone, which was the area of resistance. Hourly closes in hourly closes in 33 minutes. 45, 90, 30 minute closes in 3 minutes. We could wait on that, guys, right? We're waiting anyways. Want to see how we trade, where we trade. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are ready for a killer trading day. Killer trading day, guys. Let's go. Some buying pressure on ES at open. Check our 15-minute, 30-minute. 45. What in the world? Okay. The 90-minute hourly, 2 hour, 3 hour. I'm looking to see if there are any basing. Look at this, guys. We do sort of have on the 4 hour, we have our basing candle here. Then we have our push higher. Now, because it's a 4 hour, I would need this push higher candle to close somewhere up here. We have 30 minutes for that candle to close. Market's open in a minute and a half, guys. So this could wick back lower and close down here and completely demolish any thought of a long position off of this 4 hour. So we're going to wait. We could wait for the 4-hour to close because the 4-hour also closes at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's 30 minutes into market open. Plus, that's when we have our PMI. So we could wait for that 10 o'clock to close. If it closes somewhere bullish up here, we'll wait to see PMI. If PMI gives us a push lower, try to grab those longs off that push lower and go higher with it. If not, say we close lower on the 4-hour, somewhere down here, then we're going to be patient again, wait, see if we get a good setup. Other than that, we're waiting regardless. Gold is pretty range bound. Oil rejecting that low. 50 seconds till market opens. YouTube, run that like button up. I know you guys got it in you. What's going on, Marziti?
Morning, I'm here.
Good morning, good morning. Kavitha, hello, good morning. Hope you're doing well, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm working on, and I'll get to it probably in the next week or two to finish it, but I want to work on like a downloadable question sheet for you guys that you could ask yourself throughout the trading day. Do we have any economic news? Are we near any of my key levels? Did I take any trades yet? What's my average risk? How did the market trade yesterday? Basic questions like that, then it gets a little more complex. 5 seconds till market opens, everybody. 5 seconds. Getting some volatility here. Let's see. Buying pressure at open, targeting at 59.05 real quick. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst place. But we'll wait. I'm going to say off that 05 if we reject that 05. But again, I don't really have any key levels here. VIX is at a key level. Let's see. 59.05, 59.05 major right here. It's struggling. Trying to hold. Buyers are trying to hold here. Be patient. Remember, middle of nowhere area right now. Would not take a trade. Because right now we're near an area of a passive seller. Pretty strong passive seller. But we don't have any supply up here that I could see as that passive seller's defending. So with that being said, this could just be somebody getting out of a position. There's NASDAQ trying to make its way higher. So I would just wait, guys. Let the market develop. It's only been 1 minute since market open. There's really no reason to rush into anything. Except maybe oil. Yeah, oil's still pushing lower. ESNQ, look at that. Trying to break higher. That's why we're going to wait. See, I don't have any levels here, so I could expect another pop here to maybe 59.07. So I don't want to be in any trades. I wouldn't want to be in a long position here in case it wants to dip lower. I wouldn't want to be in a short position here in case it... Right, there's that 59.07, 59.08. Real quick, nice pop. Beautiful. Right into this blue area. This blue area was a resistance zone. Here we go. Good buying pressure, man. Just running it right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have ES supply at 59.34. So that's about 34 is 24 points away from the point we're currently trading at. So I could wait, let market develop, and then pull back and give me an entry targeting that 34. I don't have to jump in right now thinking I'm going to miss the move. We're not missing any moves, guys. When we're patient, we're not missing anything. There you go, beginner day trader checklist. That's cool. Very cool. Now I'm watching that 59.05 for potential buyers there. $59.05, 06, 07 area. Low volume. See how we're moving away? Now we can find our setup. Low volume right there, 59.06, 07. to where we're taking ES longs. It is free. I know. Well, what I was making was going to be free for you guys too. I ain't charging. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Looking for ES pullback to 5907. 5905 was that area of resistance where price consolidated. That's it. Because of Ironclad, I'm going to charge. Of course it's only free to BB members. You guys are goated. 5-minute closes in 30 seconds. We can let that close. And guys, look, I put a new volume profile, right? This is our weighted volume, or anchored volume profile. I put it on this 9:30 candle for the 5-minute. That way we could see the volume profile as the day develops today. So 5907, looking for that retest of that low volume area. Markets are staying green. Let's see. Weighted index above its previous day's high. That's pretty clean. That's great, actually. Very bullish sentiment right there. VIX pushing lower. There we go. Yes, give us that pullback. Come on now. Strong pullback. Stop at all the people chasing these longs. Market's like, I don't feel like it. We're just going to keep going. It's going to be one of those days where it just runs and runs because the past few days have been choppy. But we'll see. We'll wait. Either way, regardless, we have to wait for our entry. We can't just jump in. My birthday, but I could bowl if I want to bowl. Let's see. I'm looking for 5907 as an entry. 5905.25 is the stop loss. Some good buying pressure trying to step in. Sort of a bull flag right here. Wouldn't look for longs right up here, but probably where it's going to continue. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Let me know if you guys are in any trades. If you're looking for any trades.
I'm trading oil.
Yeah, short?
Yeah, I took that short there.
Nice. I know, I was looking for oil too, but I couldn't find a good entry.
I went off the pivot point. It's already hit pivot point R3 this morning, which is pretty amazing. It's
Yeah.
really running.
That's cool. That's cool. Same with, check out gold this morning. Gold also had a nice rally. Oh, that blue zone it just retested. That's alright. That's fine. I'm waiting. Don't be a bull trap breakout. Do something. Yo, right? We're going to get a flag, and then the flag's going to fail, and the fail's going to reverse, and then that reverse is going to fail. Come on, ES. There we go. We're going to see this pullback. 5907. So close. Guys, we're waiting on it. YouTube, I need you guys to hit that like button a couple more times. Almost there. I heard if you guys hit the like button, the market will go to our entry point a lot quicker. I'll make a call. Take out the flip phone, the Nextel. Drop it. Now let's see, guys. Let's see if that's our bull flag, and now we want to rally. Yep, look at the two-legged bull flag on the 1 minute there. That looks pretty solid for continuation off of the one. I don't trade off the 1 minute, so I will not be taking this trade. We'll have to be patient, and that's all right. Hey, morning, Alex. Yeah, there we go. ES looking good, man. We saw that break of 59.05 right at the morning. And I said, I don't take any shorts here. Middle of nowhere type of short. We broke right through it. That could also possibly be a way to trade longs. Powell speaks at 1 p.m.? Yeah. Today's Monday. He doesn't like Mondays. He's the grouch. I got, let's see, I got Gouldsby speaking, 12:45. Logan speaking at 10:15. Don't forget we do have PMI at 10 o'clock. NAS coming up to a supply zone. Remember, guys, ES I had supply at like 59.34. So what's the supply on NASDAQ here? Right. Okay, interesting. Good buyers today, guys. Good grief. We'll probably end up waiting until after 10, see if that news comes in, gives us some volatility, gives us some extra volume, maybe gives us a pullback. Let me look up, see if Powell's speaking, where he's speaking. You guys know if he's speaking anywhere here on Discord?
Powell speaking at 1 o'clock, but it's it's not an FOMC speaking to some committee, or I mean just some group or something like that, Better Business Bureau or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not intended to be a market maker, market moving announcements or anything like that. But the algos, of course, will be watching everything he says.
And what tie he wears? Purple. You guys ever see that?
Very true.
Ray, you ever see that with the purple tie thing? There we go, guys. Look at that NASDAQ rejection off that supply zone up there, giving ES a nice pullback too. Looking for 59.07 entry. Nice selling pressure here off the highs. Weighted index still above its previous day high. I'd look for longs here. I wouldn't look for shorts. But I'm just waiting. My entry's 59.07. Getting to it. What the hell? Let's see. 59.07. Come on now. There we go. Some selling pressure. Give us that drop. Break previous 5-minute low. It's going to stop a lot of people out. Give us another little short squeeze lower to 59.07. Take those longs. And we'll see. Getting a little lighter on the selling pressure right here. About 2 points. 2 points away. 3 points away. Oh, we're getting there. Damn. Let's see. Come on now.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Bounce, bounce, bounce. What's up, Random?
What's going on, man?
Good morning, good morning.
Yeah, I wasn't on earlier. I had a busy morning.
Yeah. One of those Mondays already? I feel that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good way to start the week. Sometimes. Yo, come on. 59.07. Oh, 2 points away, man.
Oh, you're all ES today, eh? Is that ES?
Yeah, ES. 59.0750 I'm looking for. I almost want to take it here before we could get there. Because I was going to say, I feel like we're going to hold this previous broken 5-minute low right there. That's a drop, unfortunate. We'll see. I'm not in this yet, guys. Let's see. Did it hit in this area, though? Not as much as I'd like it to. And don't forget, PMI, 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm not taking this yet. I'll keep my entry point back where I had it, 59.07. We'll do 07.50. And we'll see if that next 5-minute could break this recent 5-minute low. bull flag on the 5 and then breakout. Because again, if we could get a breakout after we get that entry there, we could look for a real nice trade. Maybe target 59.26, 8-1 RR. SPY, QQQ, USO, gold pumping. Everything's pumping right now. Somebody's lying about something. That's funny. Yeah. Something's going on. Somebody's going to announce something in 15 minutes now. We'll see how PMI comes in.
I believe that's the final, so it shouldn't be that significant unless there's a huge revision to the initial.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Marzetti. Awesome. PMI 945. No, well, yeah, I was going to say 945 I think is the final. 10 o'clock we have the...
Right.
Right, okay. Aw, that stinks. If we didn't have news, guys, this trade would be so ideal. We have news, though, in 15 minutes. We'll see. If we get the entry before, we could target just new high a day. 15 seconds left in this 5 minute. Definitely found support. I'm waiting for 907. 5907. 1 second. Come on now. Getting a little black on the volume here, which tells me on bookmap wise at least the spread's getting wide and I don't want to take any trades. Nasdaq's rejecting a supply. Wouldn't take any longs right here. We didn't get my support area to enter either. Oh man, we're getting there. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a break of that recent 5 minute low. I'm thinking we break that recent 5 minute low, a lot of people are going to try those shorts. CVD has been green. 5905 was an area of resistance. We flipped it. Now I'm looking for that 5905, 5907 to be support. Nasdaq also has a low volume, around 21,380 to about 21,350. So that'd also be like a low volume node possible support area. Here we go, ES. Strong pullback here. I'm not in yet. It's getting there. So close, man. It's getting real close. Come on now, push. Go. Alright, I'm going to enter... Come on, fill me. Okay. Filled. Stop loss 5905.50. In a long position on ES, guys. But gotta know how much our risk is. Gotta know how much our reward is. Gotta be patient on this. We do have some selling pressure coming into this area. But 59... this was a good area of support before. Low volume node, looking for it to work as support again. It's a good area of resistance, I should say. Looking for it to work as support. But, ooh, look at that selling pressure. It took me right out. Let's see. There's that 5905. I wouldn't be afraid of trying it again if it held, but we're already dipping below it again, so I'm probably going to be patient here and wait, guys, because usually we hold those low volume nodes as support if we are able to trend. Right now we're trying to break through. We have some good strength. Let's see, we're right near that level that was resistance, 5905, like I said before, but sellers have been pretty strong. Look at that, more selling pressure printing here. No longer interested in these longs at the moment. If we start to flip, it's another story. Oh, we're starting to flip. Let's see. Could try it carefully, but I would be real careful just because buyers just failed that zone. But we'll be patient, guys. Really don't want to run into anything, especially because we have news coming up. If we have news coming up, we could wait for that, give us some type of better move, and then take a trade. So don't risk too much beforehand. Don't oversize into anything. Don't overjump into anything. Just wait. I do like this area on ES, but if we have that news in a minute 30, I don't want to be in a trade. So we'll wait. We will have to wait. Let's see. NAS has this low volume areas. We keep coming into low volume areas, so we're going to have trouble moving lower consistently. So that's why buyers keep buying us back up. What do we have? News in 58 seconds, guys. Be patient, be careful. Let's just wait here. Getting volatile. Look at the spread getting here, getting a little wacky. 43 seconds left, and then what we'll see, if it is going to be a market mover news report, we'll see that these levels on ES will start to pull. 34 seconds left. VIX trying to move higher, which is bearish. NAS right off of that supply zone. So clean. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good today. Get ready for that news coming out. Going to give us a little bit of an impact. 8 seconds. Here we go. They didn't really pull any of the orders. Yeah, I didn't really pull any of the orders. We did not get that big of a reaction. I'm staying patient, not looking for any trades right now. Morning, Kevin. Is it at 10? Oh, it's at 9. It's 9:50 right now.
Don't we have news at 10? Right?
Dude, I'm 10 minutes ahead of myself.
You got that 10 minute ahead thing going pretty strong these days.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
You're from the future, that's what it is.
Yeah. I am from the future. I'm from the futures. There we go. Yes, with good selling pressure, man. We'll wait here. From the future. Yes, at that open price level. This is a pretty strong key level too. But don't be jumping in just for the sake of jumping in. We are near the bottom of our range, but again, selling pressures had some strength just now. What indicators? What's up, Dito? No indicators here, man. This right here is our volume profile. That's the only indicator you would see on my chart. Other than that, I use my supply and demand zones, and I use previous day high, previous day low. That's with also a trend line. I mark those out myself. And, yeah. There we go. Good selling, man. Good selling. Rates of VWAP. But you guys see how we keep selling, and then we keep pulling back on those dips. So let's wait. NASDAQ, what a reaction off of that supply zone. That's crazy. Starting to wick around. Look at that selling pressure is massive. VIX pushing higher with strength. Take a look right here. Let's see. Damn, man, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, I demand 58.71. 58.71. Look at the selling pressure, man. Non-stop. 58.90. With the, what indicator with the bubbles? This is Bookmap. This is a different tool. This is TradingView over here. This is Bookmap on the left-hand side. It is a phenomenal order flow tool. So what we see on the bubbles, this is volume accumulation. If it's a strong seller, we'll see a big red bubble. Strong buyer, we'll see a big green bubble. The heat we see over here, they call it a heat map. Dark blue and black levels are low volume. Orange, yellow, dark orange, dark red is higher volume. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Buyers are again trying to take us from that key level, but each time buyers step in, what happens? Sellers whack them right back down with strength. No problem. Sellers say, let's take it all the way home. See if these sellers want to bat it down one more time. Weighted index looking strong. Want to see if ES can make its way down to 58.78. 58.78. Come on, give us one more break. 58. Break below 58.80 would be huge. Look how we're struggling down here. Let's see, let's wait. 50 seconds left on this 5 minute. There we go, sellers stepping in one more time. Sellers have failed to show that buyers are reversing us yet. Let's wait. There's a little pullback off a key level, but we're waiting. 40 seconds left. Every time a buyer tries to step in, what happens? Sellers bat it right back down. Our trend at the moment has been bearish. Starting to wick some of these lows, break some of these stop hunts. Let's see if we can pull back at this point. We'll look for something like this. News. 5 minutes, guys. 6 minutes till news. I got it right this time. Pulling back here. We have some low volume between 93 and about 96. I'd be looking for continuation of the downside here with that strength. Let's see how the 15 looks. 30. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's see. That low volume now. LVN, low volume node. Possible entry. But again, we got news in 4 minutes, so we're gonna wait. Gotta see how that comes in. Gives us a move or not. Look at that, buyer stepping in here. Do they want to reverse it before we get that news? Look at that. Let's see. Now we're in that low volume area. Let's see if this is just a pullback before we want to continue lower. The trend recently has been to the downside, trying to move lower. Would not look for any longs on any pullback. I'd look for shorts on the pullback, because that has been in our favor for the moment. But we have news in 3 minutes. Would really just much rather play it safe, guys. Would want to see the weighted index try to move lower, but check out the weighted index is holding a key level, holding that previous session high right now. It's a key level on the NASDAQ, key level on the weighted index. So we do have a little support here going into this news candle. Here we go, getting some volatility. Let's see if that's the sweep we need to continue one more leg lower. There we go. Give us a drop here. Let's go. Go, go, go. We have, what, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left for the 5 to close and for that news to hit. I am currently in a short off of that area. I don't really want to be like, guys, I'm in a short now, because still news is coming up and it could get volatile. I don't want you guys to take anything I'm not super certain on, because I'd feel responsible for your trade. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, yeah, news coming in now. I'm going to manually exit that last contract, because look how black, like I mentioned, they pull orders. When they pull orders like that, it could get very volatile. I got out of the shorts here. It could keep going lower. It could absolutely keep going lower. Look at the price action. It would make sense for it to keep going lower, but we do not control that. A lot of volume coming in. No volume coming in, I should say. There's that selling pressure. We're just going to wait. Okay, 1 minute, guys. 1 minute till we have this economic news. Looks like we're moving lower right now. Would not try to sell these lows. If we're looking at equities right now, guys, check out equities. Equities are all pretty bullish except for maybe Amazon and Tesla. Meta was also pulling back. 40 seconds till we have PMI. Let's be patient and let's be out of all trades. Look at this, guys. No orders. Almost no orders on the book right now. Bless you. My cat sneezed. Buying. Let's see. 20 seconds. This is going to get major. It's going to get volatile quick. I'm looking for demand, actually. Hold up. Let's see. Previous day low break and a demand zone long entry. Is something I'd consider if we just spike lower on this news in 1 second. Here we go. Alright, let's see, guys. Pre-market lows at 58.67 on ES. 58.67. Alright, let's see.
Went lower on no contracts.
What's that?
It just went lower on nothing, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Most likely a large range day going along 21,150. Make sure you know when we got news. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Huge, man. Huge. Could have held them shorts for big profits, but can't trade off a coulda, woulda, shoulda. We have to be realistic with ourselves. And guess what? We're sort of getting what I wanted on NASDAQ. And that would be, I wanted ES to take out this pre-market low over here, get into this demand zone. NASDAQ to hold it. Alright, we hit the demand. We got a quick reaction to it. Very quick. See if we get into it again. Bye, bye, bye. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I'm gonna not gonna get in the position yet. Got a lot of Discord going off right now. You guys see something? Oh. Bro, nothing's funnier than that. Nothing's funnier than that. I'm gonna start my position here. If it could give me this demand zone entry. Just because it did give us a quick reaction to it. 58.71.75 if it could fill me. Aw, boo. Boo. Nah, hold up. Yeah, go fill me. Come on. Damn. Powell resigning today? No, yo, imagine. Imagine, that would be something. Gotta take these longs down here. I'm not in long yet. It just quickly rejected my demand entry. It did not give me that pre-market low. Could wait a sec. 250 left. How's that volume? Point of control is lower, a little bit of a red flag on the play. I still have an entry at 58.71.75 if we could test it again. Look at the buying pressure coming in as support here, though. I don't like that point of control is lower, But we're actually trying to get a new point of control right here. See this 4.85? There it is. Now it's 5. Great. Give me one more dip to my demand zone entry, please. Market, I'm saying please. You have to now. Market's like, yeah, freaking right. Yeah, 100% taking these longs down here if it gives us another entry. Come on now. Longs are loaded up, but markets are running without us. Let's see. Gonna have to just wait. If we're looking for a full reversal from demand to supply, then guess what? I could let it go a few points. I'm looking for 63 full points in this full move. Well, then I could let it go 10 points. I ain't complaining over 50, 40, 30, anything. Being patient also gives us the opportunity to see if we get an even better entry. Now, because we hit that demand zone and we wicked it and we closed above it, I am going to keep my limit order to get in this long position at 58.71. I don't have any good proper stop loss for it, so I want to be a little careful. Come on, ES. Give us one more entry. You know you want to. It's holding this key level 58.78 right now. That could also possibly be an area to enter a long position. $30 seconds left. Buyers trying to support it here. Trying keyword. What's going on? Yo, YouTube guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're learning something, definitely hit that like and subscribe. Taking any trades, let me know. Try to kill it today. Let's see. Come on, ES. 58.71. 71.50 entry. We're looking for longs on ES. 15-minute closes in 8 minutes. Trading news be like NASDAQ. That's great, man.
I love his smirk.
Yeah.
Like he knew. He knew.
Yo. Like, yeah, it better.
Dear diary.
Remember, guys, don't take these breakout 1-minute candles. It's where a lot of fake outs are. Come on, Nas. ES, let's get a pullback. Fix off a key level, trying to move lower, which again would be a bullish sentiment. Would be looking to go long, guys. I wanted to pull back towards 71 as an entry. It gave us 78. Look at CLF as Trump talking about steel. Oh, let's see. Gold pumping away too. CLF. Okay. I got you. If anything too, I'd maybe wait for the 15 to close here on ES and NQ. If they give us a reversal candle, which they are. 30-minute closes in 27 minutes. Damn,
A lot
man.
of buys down here.
What's
Notice
that?
A lot of buys right there. Like, it's mostly buys.
I know. Man, I'm so
I
disappointed.
hate it. Like, you never know, right? I hate that, though.
I know, I'm so disappointed, man. I missed that ES perfect bottom tick entry right there. Too close. Damn, bro, this thing's gonna keep running. It's got good support under it. Minute 59 left on this 5-minute. Whew. Hourly. Check
You're
that
looking at
4-hour.
59.14? Is that what you're looking at for ES? 59.14? I don't trade ES, I'm just wondering.
Oh, 59.14 possible target, yeah, but no entry long 58.71. I had a demand zone 58.71. It dipped down
right,
to
right.
58.70.
I don't trade ES, but I didn't have anything till 63.
Gotcha. What about Nas? You got support here on Nasdaq? Got it coming off of something or no?
It's like in a no trade zone. Like bring it up there, sure, but now I take a break. If it gets on top, then continuation.
Gotcha.
If it gets on top, 345. I mean, from a scalper's perspective, right? Just small moves.
Yeah. I want to see that next 15 dip for a little bit because I want the next 5 minute, I'm sorry, to dip a little bit because I want the 15 to close somewhere in this area. So if the next 5 minute gives us a dip below, try to find longs. I don't think we're going to get that demand entry retrace again. Moonshifty killing it. Alright, come on, ES. Come on, NQ. Looks alright. This might just be continuation right now. Like, range right back higher. Let's see, I wanted the 15 to close in this blue zone. We can make this blue zone like yellow. I wanted us to close in that area, so if we could push below it, that would be ideal. Great. Nice. Trying to support this area. Not taking any longs here, I'm just not. Not feeling it. They could work out for sure. I'm just not my area. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea raid. Now, I want us to close here on the 15. So, ideally, this would be an okay entry. But we have 3.5 minutes for the 15 to close. Ooh, that would be okay. Let's see. It's just too choppy here. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. It is trying to hold. It's all around. Look at that. See that? There we go. Let's see. That's the dip below that I wanted to see. Question is, do we find support here? Three minutes. I'm sorry, 3 minutes for this 5 to close. I'm just waiting right now. If it gives us a demand entry again, that would be great. But, ooh, there's that support. Keep finding support below that yellow zone, just like I said. Damn, that was quick. Wow. Look at that. That's huge. That's why we don't try to take the breakouts, though, or breakdowns, because it's very quick to the other side. Weighted index trying to hold. 30-minute closes in 17 minutes. Could just hold here. And rally. But let's wait. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump longs up here. We'd want to jump in the longs down when we're wicking, right? Huge. Dude, that demand zone, man. We're 20 points up from that demand zone. That's insane. Should have just took it. This is why we don't take the breakouts. Look at that fast rejection. We hit 58.92 and quickly pulled back 5 points. Minute 40 left. Getting a dip here. Trying to hold. Trying to hold. NAS looks like it's trying to squeeze higher too. So do the indexes and equities. Equity's a little weak at the moment though. Nvidia's a little weak. Only one that's strong right now is Apple. Microsoft is trying to flip bullish, and same with Amazon. But they are struggling a bit. I would wait. Bro, I still have my limit order sitting at 58.71.
We are making new higher lows, so
Yep.
see if we can bring it back to the high of the day.
Yeah. Weighted index trying to hold. This might be our break. Let's see. Equities chopping around for this last 40 seconds. Look at that, guys. Every time we try to break these new highs, sellers are giving us a bit of a pullback. I wanted to see if we could find some strength for these last 20 seconds here on a breakout. See if, like Ironclad said, we could maybe create a higher low, go make our way up to a higher high. But we'll just wait right now. Let's see. I would have wanted to see that breakout already. So I'm just going to wait, guys. Still just waiting. What a patient day. 15 didn't close where I wanted it to, but it's still a reversal candle. Ideally, I'd like us to see that demand zone one more time. So right now, this is a no trade zone. You go long here, you get stopped out, goes back in your favor. You try to go long again and get stopped out, back in your favor. Don't get chopped up. No way, no way. Guys, while we wait, make sure you're following on Instagram. It's kevin.futures. Also, Bullishbrs. That's the Instagram I like to run as well, with Benzinga too. Whole lot of good stuff. Alright, let's see, guys. We're waiting. We're chopping here. Again, this is an area that we would not want to enter, long or short. Because right now, sellers are trying to step in. Buyers are trying to step in. There's a argument, right? There's a disagreement with where price should be between buyers and sellers right now. They cannot make up their mind if price should be bullish or bearish. Take a look at gold. See if gold's giving us anything. Take a look at oil, too. Oil did not give us our pullback entry. Thanks, oil. Thanks a lot. Dude, oil whiffed our entry. It's 2 cents. Damn, usually I'm 2 cents. Buyers trying to squeeze it here, guys. Markets have been pretty range bound. We found some highs. We found some lows. Looks like it's ready to break out higher. VIX trying to move lower. I just really be careful on any longs at these highs. Every time we try to make a new high, sellers are able to step back in and smack us down a little bit. We do have a fair value gap right here between, let's see, 96 and 03. 96 and 03. We do have some low volume up there as well. So we keep an eye on that area, 96.03. Now I have to remember too though, I should look for bulls only, or if I'm looking for a short, I should only scalp it, because I'm looking for this demand zone to hold to bring us to supply. Pedro says he's not trading until he sees us close either below 239 down here, or above 629 up there. So we are in a tough spot, right? ES is coming off of demand. NASDAQ rejected supply. In a tough spot right here. A lot of indecision. I'd maybe look for these shorts off of that indecision. Gold pushing higher. I think who said that? Lil AR mentioned how gold is moving up. ES and NQ were also moving up. And then what happened? We rejected. So that's pretty clean, man. Good stuff. We want to see 58.96. 58.96 for a potential short entry. Weighted index is trying to move higher, though. VIX is trying to move lower. We'll be patient on it. If equities do just hold strong bullish, then I'll wait and see if a new imbalance forms to the upside. But if it doesn't, then we're probably just going to chop around and find that rejection lower. So here comes 96 is getting close. There's 96. Low volume area right here. We're trading on it for a second. I am going to put out a limit order to try the short here off of this range. Off of this range high, we have VWAP up here too. I'd like to see if it could fill me at 96. It just rejected 96 pretty quickly though. Okay, I'm going to start a position here in case it does not give us that retest. So I am in a short here on ES looking for us to push back lower. Markets have been very inconsistent though. I would be careful, guys. There we go. Give us a little move, but you see how sellers keep failing too. And I mentioned that I was looking for a scalp if I took that short. So let's see if we get a retest of that low volume area one more time. Like 96 is a possible area. Okay, so we're reclaiming that 96 area. We do have some support below us, so we'll be a little patient here. 350 left on this 5-minute. We have some buying pressure, but markets have been very inconsistent lately, guys. And that's been the past few trading days. So we want to be patient and remember that and really trade lightly in size. Look at VIX moving lower, ES moving higher. Again, this is just very indecisive right here. A lot of buying pressure. Would want to see sellers step in at some point. I'm putting my stop loss at 99 over here. Want to see if this could be a double top at that 96, but look at the buying trying to step in again. Might be, yeah, it looks like it's trying to break us through. Let's be patient here. 99.50 is my stop loss. If it stops me out, that's okay, guys. Just how the market's trading lately. That's why we have to really manage our risk and not let the market take more than we're able to gain on our better days. And recognize when we are having better days. Some major buying pressure up here. The market knows it's squeezing a lot of shorts here. Here's that open price. I'm stopped out of that last short. We're just waiting. Markets have been inconsistent. We're going to wait. I said I'd want to be careful. Any shorts because I'm looking bullish because we came off of this demand zone. What was that strong level? 05 was a really strong level today. But it's just really a no trade zone right now. We might chop our way higher, which if that's the case, we have 2 minutes for this 5 to close. Let's wait for that. Nice, good buying pressure. Here we go, running into 905. Sweet. Good trend, good rally right there, man. Dude, 71, man. Gotta just take it. Just gotta take that starter position. We're at 905, major level from earlier. Equities are all looking pretty strong right now too. Wouldn't want to short these highs, wouldn't want to go long at these highs. Playing spectate right now. Yup, you got it, Ironclad. I like it. 10 morning affirmations for your trader's mindset. Trade with discipline, not emotion. Every move I move is strategic. I follow my plan with precision. My edge is consistency. I control risk with confidence. Losses are part of the game, and I learn from them. Nice, man. I like those. Very good. Let's see, everyone. Let's see. VIX is moving lower. VIX trying to make a new low at AES with some great buying pressure, guys. Really good stuff. We've been seeing some nice pops to the upside today. But we'll see. Coming off of that demand. 3 minutes left in this 5 minute. Huge pullback right there. But we have been pretty consistent on the 5 minute to the upside. So I'd look for a dip and maybe look to buy the dip. If it gives us a dip. Damn, man. Our patient setup was this one right down here, man. I just don't like 1 minute entries. A lot of times with these demand zones, I'd much rather like to see a 5 minute, test it, and then enter on the next 5, if that. But yeah, it is what it is. Refine, retune, readjust, reattitude. We're really struggling with 5905 right now on ES. Could see us breaking it here though. Let's see. Passive sellers. Here we go. 5903. Some passive sellers up here. Short position wise, we are coming up to a fair value gap on the 15. And I do believe there's probably an optimal trade entry here too. Yeah, OTE lines up right in there too. But again, guys, how have shorts been working out today? They haven't. So if you were that eager, if this was an A+ setup, whatever the case may be, you'd have to go really light in size on this. You cannot risk more than you're willing to lose, especially if you took a long or you took a short and you already took a loss today. Markets are moving higher consistently. There's that break right into that zone. It's really not looking like we want to reverse lower from there. Big buy bubble here, so if this buyer gets rejected and we move lower, that's a great green flag that sellers are stepping in. But right now, buyers are stepping in at these highs. That is still a green flag for the bulls. Right now we're dancing on 5905. This was a major level earlier. 230 left. I really like this 905 rejection. I just don't like how inconsistent the markets have been. If we had a bit more of a stronger direction, I'd probably take this heavier. But right now, we're just going to take it a little light. Two minutes left on the 5 minute here. Equities are looking pretty strong, except that they are pulling back, except for Meta and Apple and Microsoft. Oh, those are all pushing bullish. Microsoft's pulling back, Nvidia's pulling back, Tesla's pulling back. Meta's pushing up, Amazon's pushing up, Apple's pushing up. Need those to start failing to help the ES move lower. If they do not, then we are going to continue higher. Meta pushing higher again. Back on that 05. It feels more like we're going to squeeze through it and break higher, guys. Definitely does. We see that buyers have been able to snap us higher today, too. 1:11 left in this 5 minute. And we've still failed to break out of 05, though. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if we get it here. Let's see, guys. We're going to break out here, or we're going to reject back lower again. Looks like we're getting ready to break. Struggling a bit up here, but we already scaled above 59.05, so that's a green flag on the longs. So we want to wait to see here how this 5 wants to close. We have 40 seconds left. Nice rejection here. Wouldn't want to go long at the highs here. Wouldn't want to. We just want to wait. Trade the ranges. Be patient. 26 seconds left, and this is another green candle to our book. This is now 5 green candles in a row on ES. 15 seconds left. Buyers are stepping in, trying to squeeze us here. Got back above 59.05. Again, red flags for any shorts, green flags for any longs. And a little bit of selling pressure, but nothing that I would expect to continue us lower. I would really be patient, guys. These market conditions are sort of crap right now. We've been continuing higher from demand, though. So if anything, I would probably be looking for longs, but right now I just wait. I am in a short, so it's like it's a tug and pull type game right now. I see buyers are trying to step it in every time sellers do. Again, that makes me much rather prefer a long position than a short right now. But if we are able to find some weakness on equities, Microsoft's pulling back, Tesla's pushing lower, Amazon rejecting VWAP, Meta pushing lower again, that could help fuel a push lower. But if we don't get that, we are going to continue higher. Period. Looking like we want to continue here. Remember, we've had now 5 green candles in a row. 5 green candles in a row on ES. $3.16 left in this 5. Volume's picking up to the upside again. Point of control's moving higher with price. All red flags on any shorts. I'm just waiting right now. Need to see a green flag on the shorts, but guess what we're not getting? I also don't believe we go back to that demand zone again. Be absurd of a move. I think we continue higher. Want to try to get out of this short. Much rather be in a long right now. Equity's flipping back bullish again. Give me a little dip here. Let's get in a long. But markets are choppy, man. I hate it when markets do this. Really just inconsistent. But they've been grinding higher. No trades. Canceled out that short. I'm not a fan of it. Buyers look like they're ready to squeeze us higher. Getting some selling pressure. That's for sure. Just keep getting bought up. There we go. Nice. Let's see. Can we get a breakout here? I'd like to see a strong breakout to the upside on ES. See if we scale above. Let's see. first TP 59.10 on any longs. Need point of control to start moving higher with price here. Because without that, we're probably just basing out. VIX pushing lower. Need to see the weighted index start pushing higher again too. Right now, NASDAQ could be pulling us back. $50 seconds left. Looking for this candle to close green here to continue the trend higher. If we don't get that, then we're able to start reconsidering and looking for new possible entries and new possible trade setups. Let markets develop. I'd like to see a strong breakout here, volume pick up here, last 30 seconds of the 5 minute. If we don't get that, game's probably over here on the longs, on at least this trend higher. 18 seconds left. See if we get a push here. Very squeezy. We're getting tight with the volatility and the volume here. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Oh my goodness, guys. Come on now. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Great breakout there. I like this for continuation, guys. I'd like to see equities continue. They're pulling back right now. Possible re-entry right here. Getting a pullback, let's see. Remember how strong 59.05 was. I'd like to see us hold that previous 5 minute low. It's right over here. So I'd look for re-entries long on this dip right here. See if we want to pull back and continue higher with the trend like we've been seeing. Here's some support building up. Just be patient here and see. I like how that's starting to turn, but I feel like it could fail. It's sort of taking its time on there. Let's be patient. There we go. Wow, nice. Does this one have follow through? CVD just spiked. I did add in that dip. Let's be patient and see. See if it wants to hold. Stop loss is where I showed you guys before near that previous 5 minute low. Would like to target at least maybe 59.20 or new high a day. We'll see. I'd like to see new high a day. VIX is moving lower. If we get new high a day, we could be in for a good trend. If not, though, we might be range bound. So we want to be extra careful right here, guys, in any longs. Because we haven't made new high a day yet. If we made new high a day and then we pulled back for an entry, that'd be another story. But right now, we're still technically range bound because we haven't taken out new high a day yet. I like the support that's building up, though. I really wanted to see longs hold us and continue higher, because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. We're looking for 7 now. We're just following the trend. I want to see equities push higher. Equities are struggling right now. I might get out of my ad if we get a little quick move to the upside. It's because we're struggling at the moment. I don't like that we're struggling on that 0 mark on the CVD. But we'll wait and see VC. Haha. We'll get out of one contract if we can make a new high a day. New high days TP1. And stop loss is down here. If it runs the stop loss, it runs stop loss, runs to take profit, runs to take profit. It's the only way the market will move. Looks like it wants stop loss. That's alright. As long as we know how much our risk is, how much our reward is. That's all that matters. Here we go. We're retesting the area. I was looking for a re-entry. Whoa! That got nasty. Let's see. That was a crazy pullback there, guys. Let's see. Does that have any follow through to it? It stopped me out, but I mean, like a crazy wick like that, I sometimes will re-enter based solely on the fact that it comes with a lot of volatility afterwards. But that was just wild. That could just sell off from here. I want to see a strong buying pressure here would help bring us higher. If not, we're going to fail lower here. Gotta get out of one. Yeah, this does not look good. Looks like a major rejection to the downside. Okay, let's see if we can find some support. It's a huge pullback. Really didn't have any support levels right here, so I'd be patient again, guys. Markets really haven't been giving us a clear trade setup. If anything, it gave us that demand entry long down here. So going forward, right, tomorrow I might look for those quick entries into my supply or demand zones and not wait for a retest. Take it as soon as we get near it or towards it. Yes, trying to hold back above 59.05. Pretty major right there. There we go. Good buying bubble trying to fill here. 59.08, 59.08. Struggling 59.08. Let's see. There we go. Come on. 59.08 is a major struggle. I might exit this long here just to call that scalp a scalp. Be done with it. Boy, markets have been choppy today, guys. Gotta take it for what it is, size down, and be patient. Patient, patient, patient. Every day we come into the market, we can't expect perfect price action, but what we can expect is to be able to journal and trade better the next day, right? Trade better, whether it's risk management-wise, whether it's execution-wise, whatever the case may be. See, we have low volume over here, 96 to 900, 96 to 900. It's right over here, 96 to 900. That would be this trade right here. 96 to 900, 4 points. And again, just looking for range. $15-minute closes in 2.5 minutes. We could wait for that as well. Alright, let's see, guys. Range bound chop, and we're waiting. Nice. Gold back above 3,400. That's awesome, dude. That is huge. Dude, oil, man. That's crazy. I said I was so looking forward to shorts today on oil if it gets in supply. And it got, how close was it to supply? Let's see. So I've supply at 63.90. It went to 63.88. 2 cents away. Here we go, seller stepping back in on ES here. Want to see a dip into this 5,900 area. Minute 30 left. So guys, we got to sort of time stuff when it comes to the market. If we're looking at a 5-minute chart and we're expecting a 5-minute reversal candle, and that 5 still has 4 minutes left to close, then there's a good chance we're not going to close wherever it's currently trading at. If we're moving around, we're chopping around, now we have a minute 4 left. So what I would like to see in that minute 4 is a move lower here, break into this area, and a quick reaction back higher in the last like 30 seconds. Then that would set up pretty nice for a possible reversal off this 5,900 area. So here's 37 seconds left. What's today's Monday? Interesting. Hopefully it sets up for a better move going forward for the rest of the week, guys. 17 seconds left, so I'm not getting what I was looking for on the 5-minute. 15 closes in 10 seconds though, which will also give us a fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame, which now has our low volume shelf lining up right near our open price. So again, if we could get a quick dip, try to take those longs, see if we get that rip. $58.98, pretty low volume shelf. Look right here, 97.50. So if I get a quick move lower, then a quick reaction, the quicker the reaction, the stronger the move we should expect, right? Just like this demand zone, it gave us a quick reaction, and then it literally reversed how many points? Over 40 points, and barely had any pullback. Oof. Let's see. ES and NQ pretty range bound. NASDAQ, beautiful supply short entry there. We did not hit that, but great short. Found the highs of today. ES found the lows with demand. There we go. Morning affirmation. You gotta say this in the mirror every day. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. That's funny. Nice move on oil. There we go, exhausted trader. I see you. Good work. Good work. 30-minute closes in 14 minutes still. Oh boy. What a lame market today, guys. I mean, I guess, yes, it gave us some good trades, but could have been better. Gotta just take what the market gives us. We can't control the market, we can only react. What's this blue zone right here? Could delete that. No longer relevant. This blue zone I have right here is the 5905 zone. This 5905 was pretty strong earlier when we broke it. Tried to hold as support and then we broke it again. Right now we have been range bound. Can I tell you, I probably, this is going to sound stupid, but we were in shorts up here, right, on the pullback. And I got out because I was like 10 minutes early for news. If I wasn't 10 minutes early for news, man, I probably would have held that targeting demand. And that's alright, guys. It happens. It happens. We make mistakes. We're human. That's why rules and risk management is so important, because that helps us remain human. We can't expect ourselves to be robots. So if we give ourselves good standards, rules, discipline, and structure, then we could be human a little bit here and there. Not too
We
much.
can be human 10 minutes early.
Could be human 10 minutes early. That's right. Equities have been range bound. Meta was marching its way higher up until about 10 minutes ago, till it hit a standstill. Yes, struggling up here to make new highs. Gold struggling, looking like it does want to continue towards those highs. Yeah, gold looks ready to squeeze on higher. Oil ripping it to the downside. Oh boy. Ow. Waiting for 5,900 on ES, guys. Good morning, good morning. It is 10:50. $15-minute, 30-minute. Always important to check those time frames out. Hey, what's going on, Ultimate Public Entertainment? What's going on? Hello, and welcome to our channel. Welcome to our channel. We do pre-market preps Monday and Friday here on YouTube, but we do them Monday through Friday for our community at Bullishbrs.com. Feel free to come join. And yeah, it's some good stuff. It's nearing 11 o'clock right now, though. Markets have sort of given us a couple moves, so right now we are expecting a little bit more range, but that is expected when it comes to the market. We cannot always get a clean move forever. This gave us a beautiful down move, then it gave us a great reversal back higher off of demand, which is exactly what I was looking for, right guys? Pre-market, I was looking for a dip into demand to go long. Fortunately, I did miss this long entry. I was waiting for us to see if we could break that pre-market low. We did not. Now, going forward, right, journaling-wise, every day we are here to learn and get better. Well, going forward, I might use, instead of that pre-market low as an area to sweep and then reverse, I might use it as my stop loss if it's in a demand zone, right? So now I'm adjusting and creating new trade setups while markets develop and I develop. As traders, whether you got 6 years experience, 6 days experience, 6 weeks experience, every day our goal should be to learn and help adjust our trading system and strategy that we follow day in and day out, and adjust it, minor tweaks here and there, create new setups that we're looking for here and there depending on market structure and sentiment, and just always trying to get better. That is our goal. 59.11 trying to hold. Now, I wouldn't take longs up here, right? You take a long up here, and guess what? The market could wick you out and then continue higher. Very difficult. Me, myself, and I'm looking for a pullback towards 58.98. We have a fair value gap on the 5-minute, but most importantly, we have some low volume here on the footprint chart. I'll show you. Let's see. So here's 930. So here's our low volume area. Only 900 volume traded at 58.97. So 58.97, I want to see if we could come retest 58.97. Oil on a pullback, that could also be setting up for a possible entry. Check our footprint chart. See if there are any sellers. Look at this, aggressive sellers right here in imbalance. Hit our alert right there again. This is oil at 63.29. 63.29. Look at the low volume shelf here on oil. This 63.20 to 63.90. I'm sorry, 63.30. So I would like to see a short position on oil over here. 63, that's 63 even. Where is that low volume area? 63.17 to about 63.28. 17 to 28. So right over there. But I have an imbalance on on TradingView. It shows right over here. And that is at where? 27. And that lines up with the same imbalance. So we'll keep it there. We'll keep an eye on this point on gold. Let's see, where is our favorites? And keep losing it. Why does it keep moving around? So here's our fair value gap, possible short entry on oil. Add some alerts, be prepared. Yes, still range bound. We're not chasing this. Hello, do you train on how to trade? Any new to this? Thank you. Hey, what's going on? Simple and easy. Yeah, we teach how to trade here. So here at Bullish Bears, we offer a lot. So we have our Discord community, which if you go to bullishbrs.com, you get and sign up, you get access to our Bullish Bears community. We go live Monday through Friday. I go live 8:30 to about 10:30, 11 every day. Signet goes live for a pre-market prep also from 7:30 to about 8:30. I do training. I do one-on-one mentorship as well. If you guys are interested, check it out at tradingpioneers.net. That is separate from Bullish Bears. However, I do like to give Bullish Bears members a nice discount when it comes to our one-on-one sessions because I feel like it's very helpful that you guys are part of the Bullish Bears community so you guys could watch me trade day in and day out, but also that we take some time one-on-one to help you guys further develop your system so that when you see me trading, you know what's going on, you know what I'm talking about, and if you have any questions, you write it down, you be prepared for our next weekly session. I'll tell you guys what, I'll open, like, I'll think about it. I'll open 5 super cheap slots. If anybody's really curious or really interested, please let me know. But, yeah, we'll knock down the pace scale a drop. Let's see. ES, give us that pullback. Know what, guys? If I walk away, the market's going to give us our entry. So YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. I'll be back in less than a minute. I'll be right there. Nope, markets aren't near our entry. It didn't work. It wasn't gone long enough. Alright guys, listen. Something that's great about trading, in my opinion, is when we have bad days like this, we could sort of look forward to a better day coming up. Because, again, markets will have rotations. You have to think of markets as like seasonalities, right? When it's summer, it's pretty consistently hot, but there's still days when it rains. When it's fall, it's pretty consistently cold. Winter, pretty consistently cold. It snows sometimes, but sometimes you might get a nice day depending, of course, where you live. But my gist of that being, markets will have rotations where it's stronger to the buy side. It's in a bull trend, but of course, sometimes a short position might work. Buying the dip will work for the most part. It's more in that favor. Seasonality is more in that favor. Right now, our current season that I see in the market is range. Even since over here, when we had, this is May 13th. Now, May 12th, this is Monday, Sunday. This Sunday, Saturday, Sunday over here, this is when Trump announced that they had the second deal on tariffs. This is the China tariff deal announcement. Gave us a strong move. Since then, we had yield spike to over 5%. That gave us this pullback here. Since then, we found support at this daily supply zone, which is what I was looking for, support in that daily supply. But since we found that support, we have been very range bound. Now, if we're looking at ES here on the daily, we could use our trend line tool and mark our highs and mark our lows. And we could see that, hey, look at this. We've been in this range since really about May last Tuesday. This is for how many trading days now? 13 bars, 14 trading days, almost 2-3 weeks of range-bound price action. Let's be patient. Until we get a break of either of these directions, there is no easier trade, right? This is going to be more difficult range-bound markets. Buy and demand, sell at supply. Look for quick scalps, quick momentum trades. Let's see, what do we have here? Delete. And, oh boy, what do I have? 2 of them here? Delete. Very good, very good. Alright, ES not really giving us any more follow-up entries. Simple Ultimate, if you are still in here, please drop a comment. Let me know in the YouTube chat. Milo, what's going on? How are excuse me, how are you? Drink some water. Talk too much. I hope you're doing good. Jim, Mila, Polto, hope you guys are doing well today. Everybody else too, hope you're doing well. If you took any trades, please let me know. Also, I was thinking, and guys, let me know your opinions, would love your feedback. Going forward, obviously you guys know how I keep mainly the 4 charts, where I have the ES, the NQ, VIX, the weighted index, and then bookmap on the left. Should I start keeping it where whatever we're trading, so if we're mainly looking at the ES, we have just the ES up here on the right, so we have bookmap on the left, and it's just an easier comparison. I feel like that's a lot easier on the eyes than looking at all 4. And what we could do is periodically throughout the stream is just go back and check them all, right? That way we could keep an eye on everything. What do you guys think? And then same if we were doing gold. Come over to gold and do just gold. That way we could look at just the one. We're not looking at a cluster of a whole bunch. YouTube, let me know in the comments. Discord, you guys let me know in the chat. ES trying to make its way higher. Finally trying to make its way to that TP1 that I had. That's pretty funny. But I wouldn't take longs now. At this point, it's just breakout season. And check out the CVD. We have some divergence here on the CVD. CVD has not been pushing higher. Price has been pushing higher. That would be a bearish sentiment. See where VIX is trading at. VIX is not at a new low a day. We'd like to see how ES trades into 59.1775, 59.20. So I want a quick move to 59.20, quick reaction, push back lower. Now this trade, because we're selling the highs, we'd be able to have a nice little range-bound trade here. If it plays out. So we're going to keep an eye on that. What's up, Anna? No, the Discord is not free. It's part of our membership. So we have 3 plans for Bullishbrs. Let's bring them up right now for you. We have a monthly. You can start on a monthly. We have a lifetime, one-time lifetime. I definitely recommend the lifetime because our annual used to be our lifetime fee. We brought it down. $397 is for annual. But I also give good discounts to people who do have lifetime memberships for one-on-one mentorships if you're interested. But lifetime is good. You get the trading courses. You get my futures masterclass is also part of this as well. You get the trade rooms, live streams, morning briefings. Should be an S on that. But real good stuff. Powerful information. Got to invest in our education if we're expecting profits off the market. And you got to think too, guys. Doctors don't just start performing procedures and know how to do it. They don't just read a book and know how to do it, right? They have to intern. They have to, what's it called when doctors have to do a certain amount of hours? But regardless, they have to be under people who already have that time and knowledge. And that's what gives them that experience. same with trading. You find somebody that you like their trading strategy, you like their system, you like how they trade, whatever the case may be. You like the fact that they do have that knowledge and experience. Find it, go with it, and see if they could help guide you towards the right direction in your trading. Help build your system, build your strategy. System isn't just buy and supply, sell and supply, buy and demand. System inquires on everything: your risk management, your account size, your portfolio. Not so much portfolio, that would really fall under risk management because we're trading futures. We're not really holding portfolios right now. We are day traders on futures. But with that being said, it's very important. Look at that selling pressure. 59.15 to 59.09 in a second right there. It is 11.04. Markets are doing a whole lot of nothing. YouTube, if you guys are here, make sure you join. Great sale on that $4.97 one-time lifetime fee. And I will see you guys in there every day, if that's the case. Bullishbrs.com. Discord, you guys are always the best. Very choppy day today. We had that very nice reaction off of demand there. Nice reaction to supply on NQ here. It's a little late in the morning, but we did alright off of how today was.